Welcome back. This is our second video. And today, our discussion will be about our vision as fathers and what we need to do in order to raise a son, a daughter, and prepare them to the real world and what's going on. Today, I'm having my green juice and my shot of turmeric, ginger, and lemon. Cheers, y'all. By the way, this right here is ginger, turmeric, lemon, black pepper. That's the most important. The black pepper actually intensify the turmeric. Without the black pepper, you're not going to get any health benefits. So the black pepper actually intensify the health benefits by 2,000%. So cheers. I couldn't sleep last night. Yesterday I drank some coffee after 6 p.m. and man, that was the wrong move. And plus last night my son was tossing and turning. For some reason it kept hitting me, and I don't know if it was bad dreams or a bad experience in school, but last night he was just fussing and fighting me. So, I didn't get any sleep. But it's all good, man. Today's the day. This is my second video. And today we're going to talk about from fatherhood to financial freedom. What is the most important thing for our children? Is it scholarship? Is it travel? Is it skills? We're moving into the world of Bitcoin, crypto, AI, and what is intended for our children in the near future? What is it going to be like? And while living in America for 1 year, I saw kids. It wasn't like, back in 2000 or even like during the 90s where you see all kinds of kids outside playing. Nowadays, they just want to stay home, be on their cell phone, or just stuck in the tube, right? YouTube and whatnot. And I needed something. And I think that's the reason why I left. Because I knew that in America, it's like, you're not experiencing what you should be experiencing. And what I mean by that is that there's too many distractions. There's too many comparison with other parents. And I felt that. I felt that we were living with a friend and, they were well off. And we were just starting off. And it was already like a competition between the kids. Oh, my mom could buy me this and whatnot. Or my dad has this car and you guys have old car. And, when we came back, I was gone in America for over 4 years. So we had to start over again. And the only reason why we came back is because I petitioned my wife, my stepdaughter, and I want them to live in America. We're all going to live in America one day, but not today, not tomorrow, maybe 4 or 5 years, maybe 10 years down the line. Our main goal is to have the children go to school in Asia, give them the discipline. The style of teaching here in Asia is different, man. They're strict, They're still allowed to hit you if you're bad. I mean, they don't beat you, but they, you put your hands like this and they just kind of like, hey, don't do that. Which, is good. I think that toughens up the kids and it gives them a discipline that parents can't even do in America. You hit your kid, you go to jail. So that's the topic today. What is the difference between raising your kids in Asia versus the Western society? Well, first of all, my son, who's 3 years old, goes to pre-K, or whatever you want to call it, but it's 3 years old to 4 years old, right? They start off at 7:30 a.m. and school ends at 5 p.m. So all day, man, he's there. And it's Monday to Saturday, right? He's there mingling with the other kids. So when we're in America, man, all we did was stay home. I take him to the park, take him back home. Even the park was empty. And it was like that every single day. And he got to a point where, he was just so used to me and my wife being around that he was attached. He had this attachment, problem, which, that's how kids, man. But Now he's not so much, man. Like he wakes up in the morning. He knows what, the first 3 weeks it was hard, but now he wakes up in the morning, gets ready, we get ready, and someone picks him up. We pay someone to pick him up, drop him off, pick him up, drop him off, right? And it's not expensive at all. And this lady, this girl, college girl, she works like 6-7 days a week for us. And it's good, man. She's a college student, and she has the time, and it's easy job, compared to the other jobs that her colleagues or whatnot have. Here, you don't get paid that much, right? And you work all day, 5 days a week. So her job is super easy. But no, I mean, now my son is used to going to school and being away from me all day. And when I come home, he doesn't cry. He looks happy. We miss each other. We're both happy. And then we get a little time together, 2 hours to kind of play. And at the end of the night, I let him watch 1 hour of Tube. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the reason why I left, because I knew like the school system was already screwed. I mean, here, man, it's very strict. No religion. Like, they don't talk about religion. They don't talk about LGBTQ at the early age. They don't expose children to that. Not at all. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But the main focus here is school, like skills. And I believe that that's what children should do. They should learn, play, and get along and socialize, right? And in America, it's quite different now. Even the news and all these things that's going on, it's all distractions to what matters most, which is education. And, of course, financial freedom. And that's the most important thing I wanted to share is teach your kids about financial freedom. Teach them how to save money, teach them not to spend money, and most importantly, teach them about the importance of the new age of banking, which is crypto. And now my kid is only 3 years old, so, for now, he doesn't understand what money is and crypto. But sooner or later, of course, I'm going to create him a crypto account, and that's the whole thing about this project, is I'm going to help create a crypto account for my son, so when he gets to 18, he has money for scholarship and college. And then he'll realize, like, whoa, because 18 years from now, things is definitely going to change. First time I heard Bitcoin was 2011, and I wish I had bought some, because at the time it was $8. But I didn't know how to buy it. I was overseas. Remember the last video we talked about, I was in Iraq. I had all the funds, the money, but I just didn't know how to buy Bitcoin at the time. And I was thinking of just buying $100, man. $100, would it have been like 10 crypto by now? That would have been like $1 million. I would have been a millionaire just spending $100 from 2011. And those are the things that I missed. Those are the things, I get it, I missed the wave and opportunity, but there's always an opportunity. And I think that, crypto is even going to go further to what it is now, Bitcoin. As of today, October 2nd, 2025, Bitcoin has gone up to 117,000. 117,000. Man, that was only like what? 14 years ago when it was only $8. I mean, even with stocks, man, you can't, if you get lucky, then yeah, you can get a good stock. But even with stocks, man, you can't get that much of a rise as far as investment. And here in Asia, I can actually concentrate and learn about more of crypto and AI. And having no friends here, I have one friend, but really I don't go out as much anymore. After I came back from America, like, just it changed. Like, I grew up. Before I went back to America, of course, I had that mentality of, I'm only gonna live once. I'm just gonna spend my money and live day by day. But when I came back to America, man, I knew something hit me, because it was a struggle, man. I didn't even like going out to get coffee because it was so expensive. Starbucks was like $10. So that alone already like made me not want to go to coffee shops. But here in Asia, man, you can get a coffee for $1 that tastes just as good as a Starbucks. And by the way, this juice right here, I bought it at the store, man. Like I got like a week's supply and I spent like $10. So what am I saying here? Before I blabber off, excuse me. My whole thing here in Asia is stay healthy, stay grounded, stay learning, and most importantly, prepare my son for what's ahead when we go back to America. And what it is that I'm gonna make sure, first of all, that he learns about finance. Second, the importance of travel and socialize. And third, that the world is big and everyone should experience that. Experience travel once, because I got family and friends who wants me to come home, but yet they don't want to experience the life I'm traveling, they'll experience the life of traveling and learning other culture. I'm Filipino, my background, and most of my family, when they go on vacation, they don't go to Asia. They go back to the Philippines, spend all their money to their relatives and whatnot. And if they do go on vacation, they take the whole family to an island. My mom was actually the first one out of all my family and my stepside family who tried to come to Asia with me and travel elsewhere other than the Philippines. And she loved it. She enjoyed it. It almost opened up her eyes that, hey man, it's not just Philippines we can go to other places. But anyways, man, before I go off track, remember, this is my second video, and we're just talking about, me, my son, and what's going to be in the future ahead. And really, I'm just keeping this as a journal. So let's go back and we'll talk about the next subject, which is, the next subject will be, meme coins and how it could lead to scholarship for our children and the future of banking and the future of crypto and what's going on. And like I said, man, it's October 2nd, and there was a shutdown in the government of the U.S. and now crypto is just booming. Bitcoin is up there. So we'll see, man. And each day, man, I'll provide you some information on what's going on and tell you how's my kid doing and how's he doing with school. Until next time, make sure you subscribe, make sure you click, make sure you help me out, man, because it's not just for me. Remember, it's for my children, it's for my son, and hopefully by the time he's 18, we'll be able to figure out a way to give him a scholarship and whatnot to go to school back in America. Thank you guys again for checking out my channel.